Hi everyone, my name is Taylor and I'm one of the Urban Synergy kind of ambassadors, and I have the great honour today of interviewing Mr. Michael Prest, a very successful oil trader who flew in all the way from France to come here, so we're very grateful for this opportunity, and I'm just going to get straight into the questions.
Okay.
So for those who don't know what exactly entails in the oil industry, could you describe to them your job in about 3 sentences?
In 3 sentences?
Yeah.
So I'm going to be succinct. There are 2 aspects of what I do. There's an upstream and there's a downstream. If I take the downstream, if you think of it as being a principle buying and selling. So I buy a commodity and I sell a commodity. On the upstream side, I use the revenues that I've earned from buying and selling to invest in simplest possible fashion pieces of land to see if there's oil in the ground. So that's the full scope of what I do as of today.
5 years ago, you said in the interview with Reuters, people were saying to young people, go west, now we're saying go south, go and find a foothold in some part of Africa. So my question is, how can this generation find that foothold in Africa?
Well, this generation is lucky to the extent that the world is no longer one country. It's the whole world, and you have access to the whole world. And you shouldn't limit yourself to think, well, if I can't make it here, I can't try there. Everybody in this room has some connection to Africa, I suspect. Correct me if I'm wrong. Am I right or wrong? If not yourself, at least your parents or a relative or something. Do I have it right? You're right. Yeah. So it's not as if it's you're sort of banging your head against a wall. Don't, and I say the same thing to my kids, don't limit yourself to where you are, in the sense that if it's not going right for you wherever you are, then you have an option. And don't think that you don't have an option. Insofar as you have the desire, and you don't have the fear, i.e. the fear to try, the fear to go to new places, and the fear to chase. Don't have that fear which stops you from chasing whatever it is that you want to do. Because that's really the greatest obstacle in life. You kind of want to do something, and automatically you see all these hurdles. Well, yeah, those hurdles are there, but others have scaled those hurdles, so why not everybody in this room? And that's the most, I think, and I say the same thing to my kids who some of them are older than the average age of this room, and some of them roughly the same age, and I say the same thing. Look, whatever it is that you want to do, be it gardener, be it footballer, be it physician, be it doctor, be it whatever, let that be your goal, but try and be the best at whatever it is you want to do, because that is what, as I said, like I said 10 minutes ago, don't find yourself in a situation that every single day when you get up, you don't want to pursue what it is that you're doing with a vigor. And that's really, really important in life.
What qualities in another person impress you? So if you were at a networking event and you met somebody, what would they do to make you think, wow, I want to work with this person in some way, I want to make a connection with this person?
Ability to listen and lack of fear. And what I mean by fear, I don't mean fear in the sense of scared. I mean fear in the sense that you're prepared to expose yourself. You're prepared to, one, admit that you don't know everything. 2, you're prepared to try something new. And 3, most importantly, you are prepared to understand that with success comes failure. You must know how to fail in order to succeed. If you find yourself in a situation that you fail, and that just, I can't remember who said it, the strength of a man is not measured by how he succeeds, but it's measured by how he or she picks himself up when they fail. And we will all fail in life. Don't be fooled. And it's how you react to that failure. It's how you pick up yourself and you know, you keep going on, and sometimes you fail to the point that you're humiliated. It appears that your dreams are shattered, but your dreams will be fragmented, and you have to now find the glue of your life to piece those pieces back together and go on and continue. So if you ask me to answer your question, what inspires me most about people, I think what's your question? It would be that ability to listen, that ability to know that with success does come failure, because when you know that, then you have empathy for others who do fail, and then you have that empathy that says, okay, this person tried, didn't succeed, how can I best help them? Because when you are down, you will want somebody to help you. You will want somebody who says, listen, Michael, I understand what went wrong here. It wasn't for the fact that you don't have the ability, but in life things go wrong. So how can I help you? And that happened to me in my life. Something goes wrong, and from nowhere you find somebody who says, okay, listen, I'm going to sit you down, and I'm going to break it down for you, and you will then begin to see how to rebuild it. And once you get to where you want to be, then you will know whether you want to go further. And it may well be that's you're happy with that, fine. But it would be a shame to go through life saying, I wish I did this. It's like going to a nightclub and there's a nice guy or a nice girl on the dance floor, and you think to yourself, I wish I asked him or I asked her that question. Then you leave the nightclub and you say to yourself, damn, I wish I did that, or I wish I... And life is very much the same way. You don't want to get to sort of my age thinking, Jesus Christ, why didn't I try that? Because every day that goes doesn't come back. It's gone. As you've asked me a question, that moment is never coming back. So you, as young people, you owe it to yourself to say, listen, whatever it is I want to achieve, I will give it everything I have to achieve.